Get ready for your daily dose of marketing strategies and tactics from entrepreneurs with the guile and experience to help you find success in any marketing capacity. You're listening to Marketing School with your instructors, Neil Patel and Eric Sue.
Welcome to another episode of Marketing School. I'm Eric Sue.
And I'm Neil Patel.
And today we're going to talk about, does Black Hat SEO still work? Black Hat SEO, we've talked about in the past. We've talked about PBNs, which is basically Black Hat. Talked about exchanging links, things like that. Does Black Hat SEO still work? The short answer is yes, it still works. But I think the key thing for us to repeat is that, hey, if you're looking to play the long game, which I think most of the people listening to this are looking to play the long game, if you're not doing a kind of, churn and burn affiliate kind of model where you're just looking to push offers all the time, and trust me, that doesn't feel good. Black Hat SEO does work, but that's not something you want to pursue if you want to win ultimately when you're playing the game of business or the game of marketing. Neil, what are your thoughts?
I used to do a ton of Black Hat SEO when I started off. I ranked for high up on page one for online casino, web hosting, auto insurance type of terms. The list kept going on and on, credit cards, etc. The point I'm trying to make is every one of those sites that I use this stuff on, they did well. I made a shit ton of money while it lasted. But the key is it never really did last, right? Like I just mentioned, I made a good amount of money while it lasted. After it was over, guess what happened to my income? Zero. It didn't work, right? So you want short-term income? Sure. Go have fun. You want to do this on a client's website? No, avoid doing it at all costs. You want to do it on a corporate website? No, avoid doing it on all costs. You want to have fun with your own website just for shits and giggles? By all means, go do whatever you want. I think understanding Black Hat SEO is great because it helps you become creative. And you can use a lot of those concepts in a white hat way. Black Hat's just, quick and dirty way. But I don't recommend it at all. I don't really dabble in Black Hat SEO. Technically, I don't dabble in it at all anymore, and I haven't in years. It's just not worth the time and energy. I mentioned, and Eric has in the past as well, you can go to these places like Black Hat forums. You can learn from them because they're so creative. And if these guys just took that creativity, use it in a white hat way, sure, it may take 2 to 3 times longer to see results and get the same outcome, but it won't last just for 6 months or a year. It'll last for 10, 15, 20 years, right? It'll be way more long term.
Yeah, and a lot of these Black Hat tactics, like Neil mentioned, if you think about it in a white hat way, so Black Hat SEO, one of the tactics is link wheels, for example. And this used to be, I think this is 5 or 6 years ago, take all these Web 2.0 properties like Squidoo and Blogspot or whatever, and then, link them all together and then link them to the money site. And then, because you link them all together like that, all of a sudden, everything gets pushed up. Now, that actually worked, right? So the thing is, if you have multiple sites or you have relationships with 10 other people, or you're guest blogging for all these different sites, yes, by all means, because you have the relationship and your articles are actually good, go ahead, cross-link things like that, and then push them to one main article, your homepage, for example. That stuff works, and it's actually a lot stronger when you do it that way. Earlier we talked about PBNs, for example. Well, instead of doing PBNs, again, Neil mentioned doing outreach to people, building relationships, or you can build your own quote-unquote blog network, right? It's just going to take you more time, but do it the legit way. You can look at sites like SitePoint, for example. It's a network of sites, but they're all value-adding sites, right? The user engagement metrics on the site are good. People like going to those sites. Now, Neil mentioned ranking for things like online casino and all that. I think one story I can share with you is if you're starting out or if you want to dabble in Black Hat, try it on your own stuff. Try it on your own stuff only where there's no risk. I certainly tried it on, my friend and I tried doing a game review site before. And what we did was we did Black Hat SEO. We went to a forum. We just bought a lot of links. And I think there's this one automated tool that would just generate tons of links. You get links from Russia, links from everywhere. It wouldn't cost that much money either, maybe $50 a month or something. Boom, all of a sudden, guess what? Black Hat SEO kicked in. Our traffic went from 10 visits a day to about 10,000 visits a day. And then it shot to 20,000 and 30,000 a day. And then, guess what? A couple days later, we lost everything. Everything dropped to zero. We were flagged, and then that's it. So, when it comes to SEO in any perspective or any way, I should say, think about your site as a cup. You have an empty cup, right? This is your optimization cup. If you start to fill it up over and over, there's some dirt that keeps popping up, at a certain point, if you overfill it, that's when you're going to get filtered by Google. That's what you have to watch out for. Now, if you're a big site like Amazon, for example, the larger your site is, the more authority your site has. and the more pages you have, the more, Google is going to allow your site to have more dirt, because it's just, that just comes with, the territory, right? So something to pay attention to as well. But Neil, anything else to add?
Nope, that's it on mine.
All right, that's it. No black hat SEO if you want to play the long game. Yeah, if you want to be a good person. So we will see you in tomorrow's episode of Marketing School.
This session of Marketing School has come to a close. Be sure to subscribe for more daily marketing strategies and tactics to help you find the success you've always dreamed of. And don't forget to rate and review so we can continue to bring you the best daily content possible. We'll see you in class tomorrow, right here on Marketing School.